Hello, hello, I'm Zoe and welcome back to my channel, Zoe's All Booked. If you're new here, welcome to the shit show. So, it's November, one of the busiest months out of the entire year for me. Mostly because it's NaNoWriMo, I'm trying to write a lot of fucking words in 1 month, and it's not really going well. But also, it's Couchmas planning time. If you've never heard of it, Couchmas is something that I do every year where I attempt to do 31 videos in 31 days in December, all filmed on my couch next to the Christmas tree, in my PJs. I don't think I've ever gotten all the way through all 31 videos. I think my best has been like 11 because for some reason, every single time that I have said I'm gonna do a video a day every month, I found out I'm pregnant. How this happens, I don't understand. Thankfully, this is not happening this time. 1, way too soon. I need a little bit of a fucking break. And 2, I literally just took a test. I am 100% certain that this is not happening this time. So, I'm really trying to do all 31 videos, which means I have a lot of reading to do as well because I have a few reading vlogs planned. So, let's get into this TBR. I'm going to break these down in the order that I'm going to be reading them because I'm one of those absolute insane weirdos that will pick a TBR and pick an order to read them in and read them in that order. Is it a gift? Is it a curse? A little bit of both, I think. I don't know. I am not a mood reader at all. Never have been, really. First up, oh my god, I am not comfy at all. I am listening to the Animorphs audiobooks. I'm gonna film my October wrap up shortly after this, hopefully. But I got through, I think, 30 books in the Animorphs series in October, which is not as many as I was hoping to because I wanted to do the entire series in 1 month. But I didn't realize until halfway through that all the audiobooks are on Scribd, which is now called Everand? I don't know. The name changed in the middle of October. So I got a free trial and I'm listening to the audiobooks. Before I was reading the PDFs and then I was trying some of them on Spotify because people have done like fan versions of the audiobooks and I wasn't really loving them. But then I found them on Scribd and all of them at the speed I listened to. Oh my god, I can't breathe. The speed I listened to, they're like an hour and 10 minutes max. So I was listening to like 6, 7 a day. I was flying through them. Currently, as of today, November 5th, I'm on number 35. So I'm hoping to finish those in the next few days. Gonna get those out of the way. I was doing a vlog, but I stopped because I was just doing too many vlogs at once and it was really messing with my head. I could not keep up with it. So no vlog for that one. But I'm doing a lot more reading vlogs this month, which I'm very, very excited about. So after I finish listening to those, I'm going to listen to The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins, the Hunger Games prequel. The goal is to have this video up before the movie comes out. Originally, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna read the book and then go see the movie and do it all in one vlog. And then I remembered that I have 3 young kids and my husband works afternoons. And it's kind of hard to find time to go and see a movie. So I didn't want to wait and push that off for a couple weeks because I didn't have time to go see the movie. So I'm going to be reading this. I don't even remember what this is actually about. I know it's President Snow as a young man. Honestly, I totally fucking forgot. I bought this right when it came out. I was gonna do a reading vlog at the same time everyone else was. I wanted to get in on the hype. Then I put it on my shelf and I fucking forgot about it until now. Let's read this synopsis together. Ambition will fuel him. Competition will drive him. But power has its price. The price of becoming an absolute megalomaniac. It is the morning of the reaping that will kick off the 10th annual Hunger Games. If you recall, the first one was the 74th Hunger Games, I believe, like the first Hunger Games book. In the capital, 18-year-old Coriolanus Snow is preparing for his one shot at glory as a mentor in the games. The once mighty House of Snow has fallen on hard times, its fate hanging on the slender chance that Coriolanus will be able to outcharm, outwit, and outmaneuver his fellow students to mentor the winning tribute. The odds are against him. He's been given the humiliating assignment of mentoring the female tribute from District 12, the lowest of the low. Their fates are now completely intertwined. Every choice Coriolanus makes could lead to favor or failure, triumph or ruin. Inside the arena, it will be a fight to the death. Outside the arena, Coriolanus starts to feel for his doomed tribute, and must weigh his need to follow the rules against against his desire to survive no matter what it takes. So when does he become completely insane? Beginning, middle, end? What order is the next one? Let me pull up my calendar of videos here. This one first. Okay. So next, because the vlog comes first, I'm going to be reading my very first Stephen King book ever. I've never read Stephen King. Not once. I had never planned on reading Stephen King. But then I was like, you know what? I want to see what the hype is around all of his writing. But not with a horror book. Because I am a little bitch. And I am terrified of everything. So I'm like, I want to attempt a Stephen King book, but I don't want something that's going to keep me up for 3 weeks straight because I already don't get a lot of sleep with 2 toddlers and an infant. The sleep is precious. I don't want something that's going to keep me up all night long because I'm fucking terrified. So I asked for recommendations a long time ago. I think it might have been 2020. And I got this one because everyone said it's good. It's more of like a thriller type and it's not like terrifying. Also, the one that I will never read no matter what is It, because clowns fucking terrified me. So this one, I don't even remember. I know it's about a guy driving a car that's gonna try and kill people. I think. Let's read the little synopsis poo and see. The stolen Mercedes emerges from the pre-dawn fog and plows through a crowd of men and women online for a job fair in a distressed American city. Then the lone driver, there we go, backs up, charges again, and speeds off, leaving 8 dead and more wounded. Or you could chill the fuck out. That's also an option. The case goes unsolved and ex-cop Bill Hodges is out of hope when he gets a letter from the man who loved the feel of death under the Mercedes' wheels. Brady Hartsfield wants to rush again, but this time he's going big, with an attack that would take down thousands. Unless Hodges and 2 new, unusual allies he picks up along the way can throw a wrench in Hartsfield's diabolical plans. Once again, you could chill the fuck out. Find a hobby. Take up crocheting. Something, you know, like, settle down. So I'm gonna read a Stephen King book, and that vlog, let's see, if all goes according to plan, will be going up December 21st. And then the next day is going to be another first type of reading vlog for me, and I don't have any of the books. I'm gonna see if I can find them at a used bookstore, or if Indigo has them on their like 3 for $10 tables. If not, I'm just gonna get the audiobooks or the ebooks from the library or something. It's gonna be my very first time reading Jane Austen. Am I a fraud? Probably. Actually, 100%. Somehow, I made it through an entire English degree without ever having read Jane Austen. I also have never watched any Jane Austen, like, true adaptations. Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility, Emma. I haven't read any of them. I haven't seen any movies. So, I'm going to take it upon myself to shuffle off the uncultured swine coil and step into an age of enlightenment. I'm going to be reading Jane Austen. Which ones? I haven't quite decided yet. Like I said, I'm going to see if I can find any physical copies and then go with those. But the goal is I'm going to spend 1 week starting Sunday, whenever it is. If I wake up in the middle of the night, we'll start then. If not, first thing Sunday morning until Saturday night, I'm going to try to get through as many Jane Austen books as I can. And also watch as many of the movies as I can. If I can get through like 3, I'll be happy. But I'm going to just do as many as possible. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite one and which one I should start with, or if I should just go, chronological order from when she wrote them. I don't know. Is there a best spot to start? A best introduction to Jane Austen? I'm going to do some research, but let me know what your favorite is or where you think I should start. So that video will be going up December 22nd, if all goes according to plan. And then, one I'm very, very excited for is coming December 23rd. I'm going to be reading unhinged romances. Specifically, where's my list? I'm going to be reading some that I found out about very recently. I'm excited. I'm going to get a Kindle Unlimited trial for this because there's going to be a lot here. For sure, I'm going to be starting with Stuffed by the Were Turkey, where a woman ends up having sex with a Where turkey? The Thanksgiving dinner comes alive and she's like, you know what? That bird's looking good. I'm a fuck bird. Ow! I scratched my nose. So I'm going to start with that one. And then I'm going to move into another book called Stuffed. And this one is about a sentient pillow. She ends up having sex with the pillow. I know there's a lot more to it. I've heard about like what actually happens, but I need to experience the madness for myself. A few friends from one of the writing groups I'm in, we were talking about this a couple weeks ago, I think it was, and I was absolutely horrified and so intrigued. So, what I'm probably going to do for those is take an edible and then read them, because I think that is the best possible way to consume that kind of book. Just the amount of ridiculousness. And then I'm going to be reading one called Unhinged, where a door comes to life. Where do people get these ideas? What kind of drugs? Because I would like to try that, okay? Just let me know. And then I'm going to read a series of dinosaur romances. I don't remember what the first one's called, but I'm going to put it here. And then I'm finally going to read Ice Planet Barbarians. I've heard so much about this book, and it's time. It's time. I think if I get through all of those pretty quickly, I need to read Kissing the Coronavirus. I remember when this book came out, I think it was 2020, maybe 2021, where the COVID virus comes to life. I think I need to do that to myself. I think as a form of self-care, I need to read that. Like I said, this the vlog is coming out December 23rd. Throughout all of this, because I'm going to be listening to a lot of audiobooks. This one will be sprinkled in because I have an ebook of it. My friend Rachel Penley's book, Through Legend They Fall. I started reading this a couple months ago, but I have not been able to get through a physical book to save my fucking life in quite some time. And then she released the ebook. I bought it and I forgot about it because my memory is like, I don't even want to say a goldfish because that's insulting to goldfish. It's bad. I forget a thought as I'm thinking it. Kind of bad. So I have the ebook and I am determined to get through it this month. If not, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I'm going to beat myself over the head with this fucking book. I'm going to read the synopsis so I don't completely fuck it up and I do this book justice, because I am really liking it so far. I just cannot read a physical book, no matter what it is, to save my life. I've tried. I couldn't get through the Animorphs ones, and those are 100 pages long. Like, 150, maybe. I don't even fucking know. They're small, and I couldn't do it. So, this one, oh my god, there's so much shit on my glasses. As Farron Gray returned home from the horrors of war, his people hailed him a hero while the ghosts of his sins screamed monster. Now he is dying, infected with an unknown disease that eats him away little by little, piece by piece. Karmic retribution for his grisly acts of war. When the ruler of a foreign nation unleashes a terrifying beast in Farron's homeland, he finds himself thrust back into a world he was so desperate to leave behind. Side note, I love the word thrust. It's one of my favorite words, and it's so fun to say just like that. Thrust. Beautiful. Let's continue on. To end this nightmare, he must kill both creature and king, but ill omens warn him of the future as demons resurface from his past, turning the hunter into the hunted. And if these monsters were to catch this rotting soldier, then death will be the least of his troubles. I think I was like 50 pages in, but I think I'm going to restart just so I don't completely forget where I was at. But that's it. I don't even remember how many books that was because of the Animorphs and the potential Jane Austen, how many, hoopla, what la, I don't even know. But I think November is going to be a great month. Originally, I was going to go for a nostalgia November type thing, and I was going to read 3 series that I finally got all of the books for, that I started reading as a teen and just never ended up with the rest of the books. But I'm going to do that in December because of the reading vlogs. If I finish all of these, I'll start on them. They were The A-List by Zoe Dean. What the hell is that? Vampire Academy and Bloodlines. So those for sure will be in December, if not the end of November. If I do get through all of these audiobooks, I have a whole bunch that I had done in October, or I had a whole bunch that I picked out in October, and my libraries around here do have copies of audiobooks for my lowering my TBR thing, where I started with 207 physical books on my TBR, and I'm trying to get it down to 150 before December 31st, or starting January 1st, I unhaul a book a day until I get down to 150. So, that is terrifying, anxiety-inducing, very, very stressful, but in like a good way. And I'm actually doing pretty fucking good with that. Anyways, we have reached the end of this TBR. It's gonna be so much fun if I can get all the way through it. I'm so excited. Let me know down below in the comments what you're planning on reading in November. And like I said, if you've read Jane Austen, if you have an opinion on Jane Austen's works, which ones I should start with. And also, if you want to see what I have planned for Couchmas, I can post a graphic or something, a calendar with all of the videos that I have planned for Couchmas. Or if that's just too much or you don't have a lot of time, drop some hearts down below, preferably purple ones because that's my favorite color. As always, to stay updated with my current reads and how I'm feeling about them and what these reading vlogs are going to be going like, because you'll be able to see that for sure on Goodreads before they come out. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Goodreads, TikTok, and Storygraph, all at Zoe's All Booked, which I will leave linked down below in the description box. In the description box. That kind of melded into one word there. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share the video. And I hope you all have a wonderful day and get at least a little bit of uninterrupted reading time. I love you, awesome nerds, and I will see you in the next one.